going on? What's going on? All right, when you see the title, you know what time it is. We're going to talk about these covert narcissists. The most cowardly, bitch ass of narcissists, okay? These cowards, man. They move different. They move funny, right? We'll talk about how they move funny. I really don't even like calling them a narcissist. They're really just like a bottom feeder. Like if there's a classification of narcissists, this is like the bottom, barely classifiable as a narcissist because whatever, they got the traits of it, but they're just so sneaky and cowardly, right? All right, so let's get started. These people are sneaky, man, like I just said, and they're passive aggressive as hell, man. Like they'll have all kind of issues that they don't resolve or, you know, go inward and fix or nothing. They'll just like let them stack up, blame everybody else. And you won't be noticing it in the beginning because most of the time, it may be just me, but I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, by the way. Maybe it's just me, but when you first meet them, they're kind of like a collapsed narcissist when you first meet them, right? Like I don't know, maybe it's just me. When I've met them, they're always collapsed. You know what I mean? And then they seem so pathetic when they're collapsed. You just feel so sorry for them that you're just like, all right, well, how can I fix them? How can I get them up and going? And then you get them up and going, and then that's when, you know, that full covert comes out. You know, narcissism comes out, man. You should have left them where you found them at. They were there for a reason, right? But it's weird about them too. Like, second thing I got on my list, everybody they hate, they stalk. Like, they claim they hate somebody or they dislike somebody, but they're always watching that person. Like, I've always noticed them, like, they be looking at their Facebook or social media. If I don't even if I like somebody, I'm not looking at their stuff. I'm too busy working. So they find time to stalk people. It's a covert narcissist. Maybe the other narcissists do it too. But these coverts, they stalk like crazy, like all day long. Like I'm being gang stalked right now by an ex and family. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like constant stalking. You know, and they claim that they don't like these people, but they're always watching them. Like, why are you watching people that you don't like? That you know it's going to cause you to possibly get upset or be bothered or whatever, but just be watching these people all the time. It makes no sense, but it's something these cowardly, covert narcissists do, right? Okay, and we're going to caveat off of that. You know, they low-key, you know what I'm saying, they hate you. They obsessively talk about you behind your back. And what they could do, instead of talking about you behind your back, is bring this up in a conversation, like a real conversation, to you and hash it out so y'all can, you know, speak each other's side and come to an agreement. They don't want to do that because they don't want to think that they're wrong. They don't want to deal with their problems. They just want to blame somebody else and keep it cowardly and just keep, you know, stacking more issues on top of issues on top of issues. People are crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So instead of talking to you about it, they'll get on the phone and talk to the minions, you know what I mean, the flying monkeys about it, go into detail the way that they should be talking to you about it. They'll get on the phone and talk to another narcissist about it or some karmic, you know what I mean, that they think's on their side but really playing them or whatever. You know what I mean? And they could be having that conversation with you, but it's not about having the conversation and resolving the issue. It's about, you know, slandering your name and talking junk about whatever it was and getting their side to somebody else. Not about fixing it. Ain't never about fixing it. These people are your biggest ops, man. These covert narcissists, you see the overt ones and the grandiosos, you can tell those, man. They stand out in the crowd. These people, though, they go out of their way to be chameleons and fake and then sneak and get into your life, and they hate your guts. You know, your biggest op. They're your biggest op living right underneath you, man. I mean, they'll sabotage all your plans. Like, they have the intuition enough to see your light and see that you got something going on, and they will sabotage your plans, you know, without you noticing. You don't even know they're doing it to sabotage you. You think it's just stuff that they just keep happening. No, random stuff like that don't keep happening to regular people. No. No, these people are causing this stuff to happen because they can't see. The whole thing is they can't let you outshine them. So what they got to do is when they start seeing you about to shine, they got to start causing some type of problem. They don't care what it is. They'll set the house on fire. They'll set the house on fire. And then some kind of way blame it on you. Oh, you wasn't home and you know, I just thought that I just, I don't know, set the curtain on fire and, cause be something crazy like that. And you'd be like, man, I got a bee just went in my ear. Okay. But, a bee just went in my ear and flew out. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the distractions that they'll start, man, it'll be some of the craziest stuff you ever heard of, man. You're just a regular person trying to get through your life. You're not used to this kind of craziness. And these people are used to it. They grew up with it. So they're just reflecting what they grew up with. So they'll just do I'm talking about like burn the house down, take the car, run it off the road, you know what I'm saying? Disappear after a snowstorm, come back. Be like, where you come? Neighbor dropped me off. Where's your car? I had to leave it on the side of the road. It broke down on me. Like, BMW broke down on you on the side of the road. Yeah, and then you never get the BMW back. Oh, it just never comes back. The car's gone. Never came back. $8,000 car. That's the kind of stuff they do. They gotta always cause drama, man. It's the craziest thing in the world. It's the craziest thing in the world, man. And then let's caveat off of that, man. They're obsessed with being in their phone. Now I know they're cheating in their phone, but it's more than that, man. Like that phone, that's really their lover, man. That phone is really their other half. It really is. That phone is like their everything. Like they have everything in that phone, pictures in that phone. Let some of them pictures that they had from previous exes or previous relationships or old family pictures or whatever, let it get deleted off of one of those phones they got. Man, they will have a doggone breakdown. They'll have a collapse. Like they live out that phone. It's disgusting, man. They do everything. Because a narc, they just need supply. And then get supply through the phone. That's just as good as getting off. They're getting off on it the same as anybody else would. Like that has somebody in person and they're doing something with them. They get off on that kind of stuff. So it's just like, all right, narcissist supply, okay. The phone. It's the phone. So these coverts, I guess all the narcs do it, but these coverts, man, the phone, you'll never meet somebody that is in their phone as much as these people. You'll never in your life, and they're weirdly in their phone. And then it don't matter if they're claiming they're not cheating or not. If you get their phone, if you grab it, they're gonna tense up. They're gonna oh shit, and it's gonna get quiet. Like all the air's out the room. And you're gonna be like, are you okay? Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna go through your phone a little bit. Yeah, go ahead, it's fine. Start going through it a little bit. It's so tense. It's like, all right, I don't need to go through it anymore. I figure I know what's going on. Man, here's your phone back. It's so tense. Oh, no, go ahead and go through it. I can't, man. It's so weird in here. You got to sit over me? You got to guard the phone while I'm going? No, man. It's too much, man. It's too much. No, man. Nah. So that phone game is weird. Just if you got anybody in their phone like that, man, there's some narcissism going on there, but it might not be just regular narcissism. It might just be not just regular narcissists. It might be these coverts, and these coverts are they're not regular. They're a special kind of narcissist. They're very cowardly, very sneaky. They don't have no empathy. They have no empathy. They have no empathy whatsoever. They're looking at me like I'm crazy. They have no empathy whatsoever. You know what I mean? But their ego, it's a special kind of person. Where's this black cat come from? Everywhere I go, I have black cats pop out of nowhere and start living around my house. Man, sorry, got distracted, man. But it's crazy, man. So let's move on. They love to keep you confused, man. So when you're coming up with ideas and your stuff, you're coming up with ideas and your plans and stuff, and you're mentioning them out loud, they'll just throw a bomb in there. They'll say something weird. You be talking, and then they'll get quiet. You be like, so, and they'll be like, are you sure? Man, the way they gaslight you like that, man, you be like, About what? I'm like, well, and then they start giving you all of what they think, and you shouldn't be listening to what anybody thinks whenever you come up with your ideas. But this is what they'll do as far as they always have to, these coverts, they got to tear you down, man, because they cannot let you come up with any good ideas on your own. They are not going to let you do that. Can't do it. Bees over here, man. And let's just go and finish it off with this last one, because I don't want to hold y'all too long. But with they feel like they're special, right? They feel like they're special, and I guess all narcissists do. But these coverts, they don't have nothing special about their life. They've done nothing in their life that can be deemed as very special, but they feel like they're the most special thing in the world. You know what I mean? And it's just like, well, okay, where you getting this from? What makes you feel this way? What have you done in your life that they have nothing to prove that they've done anything special? All they do is attach themselves to you or any other chosen one, you know, and since you're like their property, basically like a degree, then they feel special based off of your academic or any kind of achievements you have going on, you know. So at that point, you know, your achievements are their achievements, and that's going to boost and build their self-esteem. I'm telling you, I'm telling y'all, that's how they think. Like, that's how they think, right? And you're just like, these people are the most bland, no style having, and then they just sit there and absorb your style and just like build off you and, you know, mimic you and, you know, anyone else they got around them, and then they think that they're somebody. It's crazy. And then based off of that fake character they built, they'll be like, well, I'm somebody, I need somebody better than this. And then they'll start grooming somebody, and then next thing you know, they'll start acting strange, and, you know, and they might do, the coverts, I believe, do the reverse discard the most. And the reverse discard is when they get you to discard them, even though they've already discarded you, and they're treating you like you're no longer with them, but they're still in your presence. So what they're trying to do is piss you off enough, because they're too cowardly to do it on their own, to just go ahead and break up so they can go and do what they want to do, so they can still play victim and be like, well, I don't know why he did it, I don't know. You broke rules, motherfucker. You broke rules that you knew you should have never broken. You know what I'm saying? There's certain lines you can't cross. When you cross those lines, and then you try to, they're so crazy. The covert is almost like a serial killer with the way that they come up with these plans to execute, to get out of situations, to move into new ones. I'd rather take the overt or whoever that just does it blatantly over these people that go through this elaborate, and you just, man, when they're coming up with the plans to do all this crazy stuff about the discarding and the what, when they're getting ready, you're just sitting there like, man, no, you know, because they don't know that you can, you know, your intuition and your discernment is like, it's peak, it's mint. So you're just watching this person just like come up with this goofy story to get up out of there, to set this discard up, and you're just like, all right, okay, I want to do this. All right, we'll do it, man. What do you mean? They think they're smarter than you, based off of nothing. All right, man, let's just do it. All right. And then you'll, maybe like I did, tell them what you're going to do. All right, you're going to do this, you're going to leave, you're going to say you're going to be gone for a week, you're going to be gone for over a month. You know, you're going to be gone for a month because I was gone for a month and my mom died, and you're going to use that as a reason for, well, you'd be able to go on for a month and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, what do you do? And then what does it play out? Exactly what you said. You know, they have no, it's just, man, you can't make this stuff up. These people are basic. But I done held y'all way too long. I appreciate you staying here this long. And this is why I believe that the covert narcissist is the most cowardly, bitch-ass narcissist out there. Love y'all.